Do you want to know the best way to set up your boat when starting out in Dredge? I have the definitive best setup you can build in 10 days or less, including a secret tip that will exponentially help you in the long run, so stay tuned till the end of this video. When setting sail on these sinister seas, it can be quite overwhelming trying to figure out what upgrades you should prioritize to maximize your boat's potential. But don't worry, my name is Ban Shredded Cheese. I'm a streamer over on Twitch, and now a YouTuber who's gone and done the trial and error and can now help you navigate these unknown waters. So grab a life jacket and a fishing rod, because I'm about to break down day by day what you need to do to maximize your boat, including a secret tip that no one else will tell you. So let's jump right in. Day 1, it is important you work on catching as many fish as you can. You will only be able to catch coastal fish for now, so you'll be looking for mackerel and cod. Catch as much as you can and try focus on fitting all the fish as tightly as possible. This skill will be crucial later. You can also pick up this bottle with a message in it. I made it back to the harbor right when night was starting. Soon you'll have to start night fishing, but not quite yet. You'll be able to get your first piece of research equipment. I would recommend spending this on an improved outboard engine in the motor tab of the research page. I decided to go for a hydraulic rod instead though. The final thing we will be doing on day 1 is buying and installing a simple skinner from the shipwright. This will also allow us to catch in the shallows as well. Now that we can catch fish in deeper waters, we should target those fish as they will pay much more money and we will need that for buying better equipment in a few days. I made sure I caught a Gulf flounder for a quest we are about to be assigned. Don't be afraid to stop by the fishmonger midday and head back out for more fishing in the evening. I went out for the gray eel right at the end of the day, then grabbed some arrow squid on my way back for the next quest after giving the fishmonger the eel. The third morning you will be asked to cross over to Little Morrow to deliver a package. You will get your first book. Equip this right away to start reading it. You will be getting 2 more shortly and don't want to fall behind on your reading. I filled up my inventory on the way back to Greater Morrow so I would be able to buy a cloudy lens. This is crucial for night fishing, and we will need it to safely get the black grouper. And again, remember to be filling your inventory as full as possible. If you had been doing so, you should have your debt to the mayor paid off by now and will unlock the dry dock. To end day 3, I will be buying a rusty outboard engine to allow us to go a bit faster in the water. Had you instead researched an improved outboard engine, you should be able to buy one of those now. To start day 4, I went and grabbed 2 stingrays and some cod. Try not to catch cod after this so the waters can repopulate. This will be crucial for our secret tip later. Once you sell your fish to the fishmonger, he will give you a crab pot. Make sure you go to the shipwright to repair this before heading out and placing it into the water this evening. And while you are out, grab a few more night fish so you can afford the upgrades I'll tell you about soon. Day 5, you will catch your first grotesque fish. Take this to the fishmonger right away. This will allow you to trigger a cutscene where you go to meet the collector. We'll be heading straight to him. After talking with the collector, he will install the dredging equipment. You will now want to focus on collecting materials to be able to start saving for upgrades at the dry dock. Just don't stay out too late. Back in Greater Morrow, you can talk to the lighthouse keeper and dock worker and drop off the materials you have collected. If you circle around Greater Morrow, dredging all the locations you can reach, you will stop by this spot where you will be able to horribly attempt to catch the relic key, just like I'm showing you now. Or, you can not struggle as much. Your choice, really. Once you finish circling the island, grabbing all the materials you can find, check your crab pot and you should have the 2 crabs you need for the fishmonger's quest. He will then ask you to fetch a grotesque fish for him to try something. I don't know about you, but he seems to really like those fish for some reason and wants one inside him. Anyway, remember to drop off materials you have at the dry dock. Day 7 and 8 is going to test your ability to pack tightly if you want to be ready for the upgrades needed in days 9 and 10. Day 7 is collecting all the materials and fish you can carry to maximize the upgrades you can afford. I got unlucky and didn't have room for the crab in my crab pot, so I had to run into town and back out before the pot broke that evening. Once I grabbed the crab and picked up the crab pot, I took it to the shipwright to repair and finish dropping off the materials I had, and upgrading the number of engine spaces I had as well. We will be needing one of these spaces in the next few days. Day 8, we are going straight to the collector to give him the key and get the boost ability. Don't worry about him telling you to go to another area, we still have business to do here. When using the boost to get behind Little Morrow, make sure you do not let the bar fully fill. This will cause damage to your boat and engines that we cannot afford right now. There are a few treasures and a handful of materials you will need here. Be sure to grab them all. You should be able to find a research part while dredging if you're in the right spots. I had to spend a good few minutes playing with my inventory to fit it all, and just wait till you see how tight this inventory will get tomorrow. If you talk to the grieving father in Little Morrow, you can give him a belt buckle you picked up earlier today and be rewarded with yet another research part, and then spend the night there at the dock. While crossing back to Greater Morrow, I picked up this grotesque cod, which was a bit of a mistake because I had to spend a good few minutes trying to get my inventory perfectly sorted to fit everything.
1 hour later.
Giving the fishmonger the grotesque cod, he will give you the 2 final research parts needed to be able to afford all of the upgrades we need. You will not be able to sell fish to the fishmonger for about 24 hours. You'll see why this is not a big deal when I finally reveal the hidden trick tomorrow. After getting locked out of the fishmonger's place, upgrade to get the improved outboard engine or the hydraulic line. After that, fully upgrade the refined outboard engine so you can buy one of those to replace your rusty outboard engine. The final research part can be spent on anything you want, and you can drop off the rest of your materials in the dry dock and anything you can't use yet into your storage. If you have any fish, I would recommend placing those in there. Then you can either place your crab pot out in the waters or in storage like I am doing. It is now the time you've been waiting for, the secret tip I can share with you all. You know why we have not been catching cod all of this time? Well, now it's time to find out. Go catch as many cod as you can. You will need at least 5, but the more you can catch, the better off you'll be for affording upgrades. When you set out from Greater Morrow on the morning of day 10, you are going to make a left and find a glowing rock sticking out of the water and investigate it. The slab depicts curved fish, and if you fill it full of cod, you will be given the sinew spindle. You can head back to Greater Morrow and fill up your inventory along the way. The fishmonger will be open again by now. Don't forget any fish you left in your storage. You can go ahead and visit the shipwright to remove the basic fishing pole and the simple skinner. The sinew spindle should be moved to the bottom right and can catch both coastal and shallow fish, so you no longer need these rods. Then, if you go ahead and buy the hydraulic rod, you will now be able to catch all the types of fish that require a fishing pole or rod, and you will have the fastest possible boat you can get in 10 days. At this point, you should have set up your boat for the maximum amount of success as the game progresses. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you managed to get all of this done in the first 10 days. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks, and feel free to check me out over on Twitch if you want to watch me try and figure all this out while I'm live. I will see you guys next time.